This is the most amazing election, and I was telling one of the classes earlier, you need to be careful with everything you learn about this election because it doesn't tell you anything about any election we've ever had before. May never tell you anything about anything we ever have again, but this is the most unique election. I think you'd really have to go back 40 years, 1968, to find an election that was just as tumultuous as this one, and so many surprises and weird twists and turns. Just so many odd twists and turns, and thankfully we haven't had any riots or assassinations or anything, but we've had just about everything else. I mean, to think about last July, last August, no presidential candidate has ever been as dead politically as John McCain was. I mean, his campaign was millions of dollars in debt. Campaign manager, most of the staff had quit. You know, he was dead. It was only a matter of days or weeks. I was told one of the classes, you know, I got on a plane at Reagan National Airport. It was like 4 or 5 days after his campaign imploded. And there were 4 people on the plane that were middle to senior level staffers from the McCain campaign a week earlier. And they were fleeing Washington. One of them said it was like, you know, when the last helicopters out of Saigon. It was over. It was dead. And inside of what, 6, 7 months, he's the Republican nominee for president. He gets his before the other side's even settled theirs. Nobody's ever come from as politically dead as McCain was to get the nomination in that kind of short period of time. Wow, who'd have thunk that? And then to look over on the other side. And let's face it, if anybody had told any of us 5 years ago, okay, there's a state senator from Chicago, and his father is black and from Kenya. His mother is white and from Kansas. He was born in Hawaii, spent part of his childhood in Indonesia, this. And he is going to run for the U.S. Senate in 2004. And he's going to win the Democratic nomination, beating a bunch of much better known people, in one case this really, really rich guy, win the Democratic nomination without a single negative ad ever having been run. And then he's going to give this mesmerizing speech to the Democratic National Convention, just basically become the Mick Jagger of the Democratic Party. He's going to win the general election for the Senate in Illinois, again, without a single negative ad having been run. He's going to spend 2 years in the Senate. Then he's going to jump in the presidential race, and he's going to beat the daylights out of Joe Biden, Chris Dodd, John Edwards, Bill Richardson, and edge out Hillary Clinton and the vaunted Clinton political machine and win the Democratic nomination. And as of today, or last night in the Gallup poll, have a lead of 49 to 43, a 6-point lead in the general election, and wider in most of the other polls. And you look at that and go, who would have believed that? What a year. And then we're not even talking about Sarah Palin or anything else. What a year. I mean, so anyway, it's like enjoy the ride. Not sure, I kind of doubt if this is a new paradigm of elections in the future, but wow, is this a fun one this time.
The preceding program was produced on LSU's campus by the Manship School of Mass Communication and the Reilly Center for Media and Public Affairs. The Manship School serves undergraduates with programs in journalism, advertising, public relations, and political communication. For more information about the school, visit manship.lsu.edu.